Welcome to the Three Rivers Public Library District's Little Digger Summer Storytime. Our bucket prize will appear in just a little bit. Hi everyone, it's Miss Renee with Little Digger Summer Storytime. You know, it's been such a long time since we've seen anybody at the library, and we miss all of our patrons, especially our little ones. So I thought today we'd start with one of our favorite songs, one of the kids' favorite songs, You Are My Sunshine. So let's start with that. Ready? Get your clapping hands. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Yay! I hope you all enjoyed that. So let's get into our hello friends. Our symbol for hello and our pointer fingers are our friends that give each other a little hug. Hello friends. Hello friends, hello friends, it's time to say hello. So today we're going to be talking about things that happen in the garden, and things that happen in the garden are usually vegetables grow. So we have a vegetable today. This is a zucchini, and it didn't grow in my garden, but it grew in a friend's garden. But I also have a little bunny named Zucchini. Let's meet him now. Frog was very nice in bringing Zucchini a little treat. Zucchini, come here. Zucchini, come here. Zucchini, come here. Come on. I have a little treat for Zucchini to lure him over here. Zucchini, come on. Zucchini. There you go. This is Zucchini. Zucchini is a Dutch rabbit, and he is an animal of prey. And we can tell that he's an animal of prey because his eyes are on the sides of his head. It's a fun fact that a rabbit can see all the way behind him. And he also, even though he doesn't use words, I can tell when he's happy, and I can tell when he's sad, and especially when he's mad. So if I rub his little cheeks, he'll grind his back teeth, and that'll make him sound like he's purring almost like a kitten, but a little bit different. He also does a bun shun. So a bun shun is when he'll turn around. If I make him upset, he'll turn around and turn his back at me. So you want to say hello, Zook? So Zucchini has his teeth and his nails grow all the time. And he's an herbivore, so that means he eats a lot of grasses. And I have his food basket for him. And we can see how he eats. So my Zucchini is mostly an indoor rabbit. Being outside actually is a special treat for him, and I'm not sure he feels very comfortable out here yet. But the foods that he likes to eat, he loves lettuce greens, and he eats a lot of hay. He eats Timothy hay, and he eats some sweet grasses, some orchard grasses. He's very social, and he loves to give, if we pet him, he loves to give kisses back. And that's how he shows that, yes, he likes to groom us as well as himself. His ears can turn almost all the way to the back. So, and he can turn his ears independently, not just his head. It's really fun to see his ears turn like antenna. So this is Zucchini, and some of our stories today are about rabbits and bear friends. Our first story is My Garden by Kevin Henkes. My mother has a garden, and I'm her helper. I water, I weed, and I chase away the rabbits so they don't eat all of the lettuce. It's hard work, and my mother's garden is very nice. But if I had a garden, there would be no weeds, and the flowers would keep blooming and blooming and never die. In my garden, the flowers could change color just by my thinking about it. Pink, blue, green, purple, even patterns. And if you picked a flower, another one would grow right back in its place. In my garden, the rabbits wouldn't eat the lettuce because the rabbits would be chocolate and I would eat them. If I planted seashells, I'd grow seashells. If I planted jelly beans, I'd grow a great big jelly bean bush. Sometimes in my garden, good, unusual things would just pop up. Buttons and umbrellas and rusty old keys. In my garden, there would be birds and butterflies by the hundreds, so that the air was humming with wings. The tomatoes would be as big as beach balls, and the carrots would be invisible, because I don't like carrots. At night, the morning glories would stay open, shining like stars, and the strawberries would glow like lanterns. It's night now. Only the fireflies and the porch light are glowing. Before bed, I take one seashell from the shelf in my room and go to the garden. I poke the seashell into the ground. Who knows what might happen? I cover it up with dirt and pat down the dirt with my foot. "What are you doing?" asks my mother. "Oh, nothing," I say. "Just working in the garden." The end. Do you have a garden that you work in? So I was using my imagination a little bit, and I made my zucchini, my vegetable zucchini, to look like my bunny zucchini. Is that what you look like, honey? Come here. There you go. So it's a fun fact that he can turn his ears like this, sometimes even all the way to the back so he can hear what's going on around him. And sometimes he'll just turn one ear to the side to hear what's going on the side. He has a very, very good sense of smell, and he can tell when I've petted a dog and he gets upset with me and he won't come by me until I wash my hands. Our next story is Please Don't Eat Me by Liz Climo. This is a story about an unlikely friendship between a rabbit and a bear. And the bear is going to be read by a special guest. Do these pages remind you of a tablecloth? Oh! Aw, nuts. Please don't eat me.
But I'm so hungry.
Okay, I'll order you a pizza. So, can I have the last slice?
Not unless you want me to eat you.
Okay, Bear, I got you a pizza. You aren't going to eat me now, right?
I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a meal without dessert.
Ooh, look, they're sharing a milkshake with a cherry on top. Okay, bye.
Wait! I still need to eat you. My friends will make fun of me if I don't.
Oh no, I am being eaten. What a bummer. Ouch. Okay, are we good now?
Oh, those guys weren't my friends.
Looking good, man. Now I'm leaving.
Can I have your foot first? I hear a rabbit's foot is lucky.
Here you go. This is even luckier than a rabbit's foot. It's like way luckier. A rabbit's foot isn't even lucky. No way. Not one bit. Okay, toodaloo.
Wait, are you sure I shouldn't eat you? I mean, you did burrow through my lawn earlier. That was pretty rude.
For crying out loud. Okay, do not burrow.
This means you, bunnies.
Looks like the bunny is patching the hole he made. Okay, see ya.
Wait,
Fine, that's it. Just eat me already. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Here comes a bowl of lettuce. And there is a rabbit on top of a bowl of lettuce. Do you think the bear will eat him now?
I don't want to eat you. I like you.
Are you kidding? Then why did you put me through all of that?
I didn't want you to leave. I like hanging out with you. I don't have many friends. And besides, didn't we have fun?
Yeah, I suppose we did. Aw, is that a bear hug or a bunny hug? So, what should we do now?
Well, I'm starting to get a little hungry.
Ah, nuts. The end. Our next story is Tops and Bottoms, adapted and illustrated by Janet Stevens. This is a story with roots in European folk tales and the slave stories of the American South. Tops and Bottoms celebrates the trickster tradition of beating hardship by using one's wits. Bear and hare. A hare is similar to a rabbit, but it is bigger and a very fast runner. Let's begin our story. See all sorts of veggies. Once upon a time, there lived a very lazy bear who had lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a hard worker and a smart business bear, and he had given all of his wealth to his son. But all Bear wanted to do was sleep. Not far down the road lived a hare. Although Hare was very clever, he sometimes got into trouble. He had once owned land too, but now he had nothing. He had lost a risky bet with a tortoise and had sold all of his land to Bear to pay off the debt. Hare and his family were in very bad shape. "The children are so hungry, Father Hare. We must think of something," Mrs. Hare cried one day. So Hare and Mrs. Hare put their heads together and cooked up a plan. The next day, Hare hopped down the road to Bear's house. Bear, of course, was asleep. "Hello, Bear, wake up. It's your neighbor Hare, and I have an idea." Bear opened one eye and grunted. "We can be business partners," Hare said. "All we need is this field right here in front of your house. I'll do the hard work of planting and harvesting, and we can split the profit right down the middle. Yes, sir, Bear, we're in this together. I'll work and you sleep." "Huh?" said Bear. "So what will it be, Bear?" asked Hare. "The top half or the bottom half?" It's up to you, tops or bottoms. Let's see, said Bear with a yawn. I'll take the top half, Hare. Right, tops. Hare smiled. It's a done deal, Bear. So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. Hare planted, Mrs. Hare watered, and everyone weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! You get the tops and I get the bottoms." Hare and his family dug up the carrots, the radishes, and the beets. Hare plucked off all the tops, tossed them into a pile for Bear, and put the bottoms aside for himself. Bear stared at his pile. "But Hare, all the best parts are in your half." "You chose the tops, Bear," Hare said. "Now, Hare, you've tricked me. You plant this field again, and this season I want the bottoms." Hare agreed. "It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! You get the bottoms and I get the tops." Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce, the broccoli, and the celery. Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear and put the tops in his own pile. Does Bear look happy? Bear looked at his pile and scowled. "Hare, you have cheated me again." "But Bear," Hare said, "you wanted the bottoms this time." Bear growled, "You plant this field again, Hare. You've tricked me twice, and you owe me one season of both tops and bottoms." "You're right, poor old Bear," sighed Hare. "It's only fair that you get both tops and bottoms this time. It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded, and then watered and weeded some more. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! This time you get the tops and the bottoms." In front of Bear's house lay a high field of corn. Hare and his family yanked up every corn stalk. Hare tugged off the roots at the bottom and the tassels at the top and put them in a pile for Bear. Then he carefully collected the ears of corn in the middle and placed them in his own pile. Bear rubbed his eyes and watched. "See, Bear, you get the tops and the bottoms. I get the middles. Yes, sir, Bear, it's a done deal." By now, Bear was wide awake. "Hare, that's it," he hollered. "From now on, I'll plant my own crops and take the tops, bottoms, and middles." Hare and his family scooped up the corn and hopped down the road toward home. Bear never again slept through a season of planting and harvesting. Hare bought back his land with the profits from the crops, and he and Mrs. Hare opened a vegetable stand. And although Hare and Bear learned to live happily as neighbors, they never became business partners again. The end. Thank you for joining me this week. It's time for us to say goodbye. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. See you next week. Stay cool. Inside you go. I think he's hot too. Hare today, goon tomorrow. Okay, it's time to look in our buckets. Ready? Oh, I like this. It's some colored rice. Can you do a craft with this? Or can you make an egg shaker out of it? What else can you do with your rice? I'd love to hear from you.